Hi everyone, welcome to World Vision's podcast, Usapang Makabata. I'm David Rioferio, Public Affairs Manager of World Vision in the Philippines. Today's episode is about achieving hope, joy, and justice for all children. Ang tanong po natin, paano nga bang nakakamit yung ganyang mga bagay sa pamamagitan ng World Vision at ng iba pang mga organizations? Our guest is June N. Godornes. He is the Interim National Director of World Vision in the Philippines. Kuya June, welcome to Usapang Makabata.
Hi, David. No, it's so good to be here. I'm excited kung paano tatakbo yung usapan natin and how this would be a blessing to the people who are watching and listening to us.
Oo, thank you Kuya Jun ha. We're very excited kasi ito yung first time po namin na ilalabas itong Usapang Makabata podcast ng World Vision. Kuya Jun, para po sa benefit ng mga nanonood sa atin at nakikinig, pakikwento naman po sa amin yung personal story mo. Ano nga bang career trajectory mo and paano ka napunta later on dito sa World Vision?
Yeah, thank you. Well, definitely World Vision is way, way, way bigger no, than my story. And I feel so blessed na nag-intersect yung buhay ko with World Vision. Uh, ang pangarap ko talaga before maging scientist, maging engineer, no? Yun yung dream ko. But later on, nung nasa college na, I found out na gusto ko pala ng public service, no? Kaysa magpakadalubhasa sa siyensya. And so from engineering, I shifted to public administration, and yun na yung gusto kong mag-serve sa government, no, maging public servant. So I interned sa presidential management staff. I worked sa National Economic Development Authority,
Mhm.
to be seconded to the government of Japan. So I've stayed there for almost 10 years. And then one time, nasa mall kami ng misis ko, and napansin niya merong booth, no?
Hmm.
Nakita niya, sponsor a child, sabi gano'n. And hindi ko masyado kilala yung World Vision except for I think I have friends na alam ko connected sila with World Vision, pero hindi ko talaga naintindihan kung ano yung ginagawa niya until we saw the brochure about sponsorship and the kind of people na sinusuportahan ng World Vision. And on the spot, nag-decide kami. Kinausap ako ng wife ko. Ah, tulungan naman natin tumulong naman tayo sa isang bata. Kasi alam niya yung feeling ng tinutulungan habang nag-aaral. Kasi dumaan siya sa ganun. No? So
Mhm.
sabi niya, she feels na it's her turn to pay it forward. And so, I think pagka ganun, di ba, parang it's a noble, no, very noble yung opportunity. And so we took it on, no? So sige, yung first child na ni-sponsor na namin si Nico. And during that time, may anak na kami, si Nika,
Mhm.
no? So very interesting lang na Nico and Nika, and then they became parang nagsulatan sila no, nag-exchange letters sila.
Mhm.
I didn't know that months after that, like 6 months or so, mag-work pala ako sa World Vision, no?
Mhm.
There was an opportunity that opened for monitoring and evaluation for a child labor, anti-child labor project. And so I applied, no? And I got into the position, no? So I left yung kumbaga parang corporate public service yung gano'n, no? Kasi sa
Ah.
Makati yung opisina and all. And then sabi ko, first time ko tong social sector yung
Mhm.
hahawakan. Kasi in the past, energy, infrastructure, tourism. This time, education, children, no? So it was very, very new for me.
Mhm.
And I felt na baka it's time to move on from my previous work, na outgrow ko na siya. And this was a new door, a new opportunity for experience, and apparently for leadership din pala. So, uh, from doing monitoring and evaluation, 2 years after that, I was invited, no, to join um, marketing, no, fundraising, doing business
Mhm.
development, no. So yung mga gifts in kind, no? Mga nagdo-donate ng pantalon, nagdo-donate ng iced tea sa World Vision, no? So ginawa ko ng business process, no? So dati kasi ang donation monetary lang. So I
Mhm.
created the process para mag-receive ng mga gifts in kind, no? And
Mm.
ipasok siya sa programming, no? Tapos nagkaroon ng ondoy, nagkaroon ng habagat. No? So it was very very useful, no? Kasi we had a way of evaluating, we had a way of distributing yung mga resources na gano'n. And people wanted to give, no? So uh, we we were creating a movement, no? Of generous givers, of people who were championing the welfare of Filipino children. So every time I would see that and see how we were impacting the lives of the children and the lives of the individual supporters and sponsors. Grabe yung ano, yung motivation na nakikreate niya sa amin. Yung sa
Mhm.
team where I belong, we were very much inspired to hear the stories of people na they decided to give, wala silang work, and then the work came, no? So parang gano'n, sila muna yung nagtanim and then eventually umani sila. So, and stories upon stories, both from the community and at the same time from the individual and corporate supporters. Uh, and uh, until now, no? So I rose from the ranks, no? Coming from operations, moving to fundraising, and then filling in positions kasi people were going out, coming in, going
Mhm.
out, and I was there. I made myself available. I'm a homegrown fundraiser ng World Vision. And that's something I'm proud of. I'm grateful for. And something that I'd like to pass on to my teammates. Yun. So I think in a nutshell, that's been my journey, no, David, in World
Mhm.
Vision.
Kuya Jun, curious lang ako kasi you said you were simply strolling in the mall, ano, kasama yung wife mo, and then you saw this. Ano yun? Kasi kung ako yun noon ha, baka hindi ko pansinin eh. Baka nga ilagan ko pa halimbawa. Diba kasi they'll ask for my resources. Pero ikaw, parang meron yun nga, may nag-spark na, you know, you ask for the brochure and read about it. Ano yun, meron ka bang background ng pag-serve aside from your work? Are you active halimbawa sa church or sa ministry?
Yes, actually. During that time, uh, ano yun, we were leading a group of young adults doon sa simbahan. No? So,
Mm.
actually, ang pangalan ng group namin, Young Adults for the Ministry and the Nation. No? Yaman. And uh, kasama dun yung nation building, definitely. No? Kasi nga merong for the nation. So, yung generosity, it's something that we share, we imbibe, and at times we embrace, no, as much as often as we can, no. So,
Aha.
pero I think yung matimbang talaga doon is that uh, kasi we were not forced to make a decision on the spot.
Mm. Mhm.
There was an opportunity to practice generosity. We had the means at that time. Isang bata pa lang naman yung sinuport namin. Uh, and uh, I think that time it was really compelling because uh, parang nag-flashback sa misis ko yung days niya when she was being supported by friends, by relatives, by church mates so that she can finish schooling, no? And kumbaga umangat na siya sa buhay no, from yung previous na ano na buhay nila, no? So merong the transformation, no? And
Mm.
she wanted another child to benefit from that transformation. And it was so perfect. The World Vision was there, no? If it was a different organization, would we have supported? Probably yes, no? Kaya lang yung perfect timing, no? Uh, and since we knew like a couple of our friends who were great people, very credible and they affiliated themselves with the brand, I think nakatulong din yon for us
Mm.
to know na, this is legitimate, no? Later on, we found out na yung friend namin na yun was a former sponsored child of World Vision pala, no?
Oh,
So,
okay.
and she's an achiever, she's a great speaker, uh, sobra yung integrity ng tao. And we thought, it validated na like, yeah, I think we made the right decision of deciding to sponsor kasi chances are, no, that person, the child that we're supporting would end up like yung friend namin na who was also a former sponsored child of World Vision. So,
Mhm.
those were the factors that affected it. Both my parents are teachers, no?
Mhm.
My mom taught home economics, my dad taught agriculture, and so very uh, important for us yung education, and we know na, I mean, I think that's been founded on us, no? That the key to alleviate yourself from poverty is education, no? And uh, that time when we saw sponsorship, we equated it with education, and we thought na, if we supported this child's education, this child will be able to reach his or her dreams, no? And that time, so his dream si Miko, no? Si Nico. So yun yung mga contributing factors for our decision to sign up.
Mhm. Kuya Jun, madalas ano 'pag nakikipag-usap tayo as staff, to our partners halimbawa, to our external stakeholders, lagi natin shine-share yung achieve hope, joy, and justice for all children. May mga times ako personally nahihirapan akong ikuwento kasi parang kung ano, parang napaka-vague nung idea. Pero, later on dahil alam naman natin babad tayo sa community, nakakapagbigay tayo ng mga halimbawa paano mo naa-achieve yun. Ikaw, as a leader now ano, interim national director, when you talk to our partners, paano mo siya ine-explain? At the same time, paano tini-train yung mga staff natin to share their story nung mga bata na yun?
Um, yung hope kasi, uh, it has several facets, no? And
Mhm.
uh, it's a ano ba? Sought after commodity ang hope na yan, no? Especially in a country like ours. So sa program ng World Vision, I think kasi we talk about transformation, no? In the lives, the stories of the children and the families that we serve. Um, so whenever we approach communities, no, we help them imagine, no, a brighter future for them.
Mhm.
No? And at times, you start with that. No? Kasi whenever we enter into a community, whenever we start a project, we don't come in saying that we already know the solution. No? So
Okay.
we partner with the communities, with the different people there, teachers, the barangay captains, the elders in the community, the faith leaders there. And then we help them dream bigger or dream brighter for their communities. No? And then the children become the indicators of success. Like if we say that we have hope, we find we'll be able to reach our dreams, our goals in our community. How would Pedro look like 10, 15 years from now?
Hmm.
So you have the children act as the barometer of success, which is actually good. No? Kasi oftentimes the children are the least of their concerns. No? The children become uh, the last parang factor to be considered. So we're
Yeah.
changing the narrative, no? And we're putting the children front and center. And we help children dream bigger dreams. No? We ask them, what do you want to be? No? And oftentimes when we go into a community, they're very limited uh, vocations that children can identify. Teacher,
Mhm.
pare, madre, diba? Magtrabaho sa munisipyo. Ito lang, no? Maging, magtanim din, gaya ni tatay or ni nanay, no? Or mangisda, no? But if you look at the syllabus and curriculum of the different universities, diba, there's a huge, diba, a long list of potential careers and vocation. And a lot of children do not know that. No?
Mhm.
A lot of children have very limited access to opportunities. And we're trying to broaden the horizon. We're trying to show them that you can be a better or the best version of yourself. And that is hope, no? Kasi poverty is trying to rob us out, to rob us from hope. Uh,
Mhm.
it's trying to impair our ability to dream bigger, to dream brighter. No? And whenever we are able to make sure that children are able to go to school, stay in school, and finish school, uh, that's already a sign of hope. When when families stay together, when parents marriages are strong, um, that's a sign of hope. That's a picture of hope, no? And uh, whenever hope is fulfilled, ang effect niya joy. So every time there is a hope that is being fulfilled, uh, you see people, diba, experiencing happiness, joy, celebration, and we try to do this, no, even in the simple milestones and breakthroughs in the communities. We want to celebrate that because it's an opportunity for community to congregate, to fellowship, and to celebrate their successes. Um, there's joy whenever children finish school and build careers. Um, I know stories of like first to finish high school in the family,
Oh.
first to finish college, first to work abroad. Yung mga ganyan, no? There's so many stories like that, which become a source of inspiration, become a source of motivation for the children there. No, I remember one time there was sa IT community, ITA community,
Mhm.
uh, the one of the leaders, no, told me, sabi gano'n, Brother June, uh, baka gusto niyong bumisita doon sa tindahan namin sa palengke ng bayan. So sabi namin, ang galing naman po, may tindahan na kayo, may sarili na kayong pwesto. No, kasi these are the people, no, na naapektuhan ng Mount Pinatubo eruption before.
Aha.
Sabi namin, paano po kayo pupunta doon? Sabi niya gano'n, gusto niyo sumabay na kayo sa amin dahil biniyayaan na kami ni Lord ng sarili naming truck. So parang for the longest time, nag-aarkila lang sila ng mga sasakyan para
Mhm.
hakutin yung tinda nilang melon, pakwan, mga gulay. This time around, may sarili na silang sasakyan which the community is able to maximize to transport their goods and to transport people, no, so from glory to glory, step by step, no, one child at a time, one family at a time, no. And whenever we talk about justice, there's so much inequality,
Mhm.
and I think World Vision is trying to bridge that by uh, helping allocate resources where they should go, by advocating for the needs and for the rights of the oppressed. Sabi ni Lord, uh, whenever you do this to the least of your brothers, you do it unto me. Um, panahon pa lang, 'di ba? Unang panahon pa lang may inequalities na eh. Pero we can also see in history that there are so many godly men who fought for equality, who fought for the abolition of slavery, who fought for the rights of people who were oppressed, no? Until
Mm.
now, meron pa rin ganon. In may countries who look down on women, who look down on children. Um, and si Jesus, he changed that. No, the first to witness the resurrection were women. No, the first, and he told people to let the children come to him. He touched the leper, no, the outcast in the society. He he uh, he even met with women na who were caught in adultery or who were branded as prostitutes. Uh, so I think that's what World Vision is also trying to accomplish, to redeem,
Mhm.
to help in the story of the redemption of creation. Um, and we know that apart from God, it will be very difficult. Sabi ni Jesus, without me, you can do nothing. And we
Mhm.
believe that. And so we believe na if the Lord is bringing us towards a particular direction, a particular strategy, uh, we will need to get His guidance, seek His wisdom, and His provision. No, so we believe that uh, provision follows purpose. No, so
Mhm.
whenever God puts a purpose, a goal for us, the provision will follow. It will come because
Galing.
the Lord wants us to co-labor with Him. No? It's His work naman talaga. Tayo
Mhm.
ay parang saling pusa lang. No? Kasi sometimes we feel na we're entitled na parang tayo na yung bida. But actually, it is God's work. It's a privilege. It's an honor
Mhm.
to be doing the work in His vineyard. No? Setting the balance, the scales right. No? Yung
Mhm.
inequalities. Bringing the resources where they should go, and upholding the rights of the least, the last, and the lost. Yeah.
Galing, galing Kuya Jun. Thank you ha. Meron kang nabanggit kanina sponsorship or child sponsorship in partnership with our stakeholders. Ano ba ito? Pang individual, pang organization? Kanino ba nakikipag-partner ang World Vision?
Well, uh, the sponsorship is ano, for everyone. Ano?
Mhm.
Even students. There was one time, one science high school came up with a project and they decided that their class would sponsor several children with World Vision. So it can be for a particular individual who would like to sponsor one boy, one girl. It can be for a group of people that they'd like to, alam mo yun, chip in, no, all of them. Or it can be a company. We have corporate partners who are sponsoring children with us for a long time. Pwede ba ako magbanggit ng company?
Yes, yes, please.
Oo, for example, uh, we have Robinson's supermarket. No, they've been sponsoring children. PS Bank has been sponsoring children. There are companies who allow their employees to sponsor children with us, like Toyota or Johnson and Johnson. No? So Pascual Laboratory is also sponsoring children, no, as a company. So whenever they sponsor kids, they would receive updates, letters from children. So every time you write the child would write back. I think that's the arrangement, no. So
Mhm.
I try to be a good ninong to my sponsored children. No? Whenever it's their birthday, I try to send a gift. Whenever it's back to school season, so I send an amount so that they can have their own learning kits. Pag Pasko, di ba, Noche Buena pack. And there's an opportunity to meet uh, sponsored children. No, I remember meeting my sponsored child in Zambales before the program closed. And yung sponsored child ko that time, si Yonel, had some problems with his eyes. No, na-aksidente siya. So isang mata lang naman. Um, and so I thought, no, baka ibang bata meron ding concern sa mata. So I asked a corporate partner to help uh, come up with like an eye medical mission. So instead of just, so I was able to visit my sponsored child because we were able to help hundreds of other children there in the community, plus the elderlies, no? Kasi we partnered with an optical shop, we partnered with a pharmaceutical. So it was a great day, no? And it was an opportunity for me to meet yung parents ng sponsored child ko, to meet him, no? And hindi na siya sponsored child, no? But
Mhm.
uh, I think nagsisend pa rin siya ng letter sa akin every now and then, no? Through World Vision, no? Nagko-connect siya. No? So, may mga ganung opportunities pa rin. No? And I think it's a good opportunity, especially for parents, to uh, expose their children in opportunities for generosity. So the children would grow up knowing how blessed they are. No? Depende, no? May mayaman, may mahirap. But whenever parents decide to sponsor children, it sends a message to their children that you don't need to be rich to help others.
Mhm.
It's having enough, no, and having enough to give to others is already a great start. So I hear a lot of stories from our partners, from our individual supporters, that they specifically name the sponsorship for their child, no, for their children. And their children keep track of the letters, keep track of the pictures. So the goal is to build a relationship.
Mhm.
And we've heard stories of former sponsored children meeting their former sponsors abroad, no? And during those times, ano lang, letters, telegrams lang ang meron. Ngayon, we have all the means to connect and communicate. So, I think it's easier to establish those kinds of connections and relationships. So, for those who are listening and interested to sponsor kids with World Vision, I encourage you to do so. No, visit World Vision website, worldvision.org.ph, and see how child sponsorship works, and if it's something that you would like to embark on, journeying with World Vision.
Galing. Kuya Jun, itong podcast na ginagawa natin, bago lang ito, eh, 'no? Though marami na tayong mga ibang mga, platforms na ginagamit. Palagay mo, ang podcast, paano siya makakatulong, para sa mga listeners, watchers natin, the same time sa mga communities natin in spreading word about this advocacy?
Uh, I think because World Vision has been around for more than 65 years, we have so many stories of transformation. We have so many stories of leadership and stories of generosity that we would like to impart to our partners, or even those who would like to, I mean, get to know World Vision, or are eager to look for podcasts that provide opportunities for inspiration and motivation. So I think that's our uh, objective, no, to engage like former sponsored children, engage partners, engage the leaders within the organization, so that they can impart to others. Um, Sabi sa Bible, ano raw, uh, our words should build each other up, no? Sabi sa Ephesians. And so that's what we would like to accomplish din dito sa podcast natin. Um, we want to create a platform where people can share their experience, their journey in life, and most often than not, no, a, a, someone can relate, no, with those stories, no, stories of when you talk about challenges in a broken family, challenges in marriage. I mean, these are not new. And hearing people how they overcome adversities, how they surmount these kinds of challenges, uh, will will help and benefit those who listen. So I think that's our objective. No, there's so many stories, so many even tips nga eh, no? Yeah, like if we can, we have a very diverse set of board members, for example, in World Vision.
Mhm.
And ako, I feel privileged that I get to spend time, no, just to listen uh, how they talk about a particular issue. They bring in different uh, perspective. So just imagine, no, if we can put that in a podcast, no, talk about a certain topic, certain uh, concern or certain agenda. I'm
Mhm.
sure it will be beneficial for children, no? Hopefully, children then who would listen. We have lots of ambassadors as well. So I think Union, another platform as a source for inspiration and as a source for learning.
Ayun, Kuya Jun, thank you for your time, ah. Thank you sa pagsama sa amin. It really means a lot that our leaders are in this with us. Maraming salamat po sa panonood, sa pakikinig, sa pagsama sa amin sa isang usapang makabata. I leave you with this prayer from John 10:10. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. Maraming salamat po. I'm David and Kuya Jun Godornes. Thank you.